Hi everyone, Willis here. Now I will make the unbox of the Golden Forest second part. This English version of Floresta Douradas, parte segunda. Epílogo. In the Wings of Blackbird, le ali dell'uccello nero, francês e italiano, não há inglês. The story of Lila is revealed. Even if Wallace thinks that was all a dream, he believes she is real, and that he will always love her. In that moment, it is revealed that the Black Wings is a symbol to the power to transcend cross dimensions, and when Lila gave it to him, he kept it near to his heart. This parallel story justifies the reason of Wallace being the blackbird in the main story, and Lena the white bird, or even better, Lena follows the path to become full bird or a whole bird. This story will be the first distortion of space-time. I use story this way, not the other way, because all stories that I write for me is real because I write them. And transcend cross, I use this other meaning here to make clear what I'm saying when I was not decide what word I had to use because I carefully translate from Portuguese considering each word, so I have two words to choose, I put the two. In the Golden Forest first part, there was a story of Wallace in her mysterious encounter with Navila Lorilla in the year 3034. She has very much expectation in him. After that, Wallace went back to his normal life. So here I resume, and the epilogue resume the Aldo Nero e the book 1, the Golden Forest first part. The book finishes with the travels toward the central space, and it is here where second part starts. Here I resume the main facts of the first book. Chapter 1, Sato, the Space Dimension. Sato, the Space Dimension is the last chapter of first part, so I continue in the same dimension. So here I will show you with a camera. The Sato dimension is, techno, the dimension of technology. Here, chapter 2, because chapter 2 of the second part, and 12, because the number of the dimension. Right? And the intelligence replied, nothing, yeah, are going well. This is just an alert for you to maintain focus on the mission. Yeah is voz. It's like use voz in português. I use yeah to make clear that I know saying tu, do, thou. Here, chapter 3 reflects on the dimensional mirror. Manual or mirror. Physical appearance, reflection, external look. Inner mirror shows how will be the inner mirror as an external look. Emotion, reflection, the emotion. And the inversion shows the opposite of reality and can invert any of the other types for 1, for 2, for 3. Chapter 4, Vero, the dimension of the true. Vero as Italian, verdade, true, dimension of the true. There is a fountain that has two truths, the right to has two truths. What is really the Golden Forest? In the visible plane, the Golden Forest is a place where the trees have golden leaves, full of life and happiness. In the aspect of function, the Golden Forest is the source of all life and harmony of the existence. If something is wrong or there is a problem there, it is reflecting our world like it was happening in play. So the fountain, this chapter is a little big one. This chapter 5 is the center of the book, the rise of the blackbird, the dimension awakening. In this chapter, Wallace wakes his power of blackbird, but no, he has to pass a trial. It's a really difficult trial because he has to know who is Lena and Lila on a dream, but they don't look as usual. Wallace inside the dream must recognize Lena and Lara inside, but he does not know that they will have another appearance. Don't look as still disguised because it's a part of his trial. So the girl Navel appears in Wallace Fact. Here, one girl appears look like Lena, and the other girl doesn't look like them, but she's Navel. And the third girl, she's a no girl. She's only revealed to him if after he make his decision. This is here Wallace think. If I choose Navel, the fountain thought that must be the two, Ladla and Lena, to say it at the same time. But here I can choose one of the two girls that are here. The other girl is a little one, and I have no idea who she is, but she's willing to reveal it to me, even I don't choose her. And Wallace think here aqui the capture which he chose, né? Is defined. Chapter 6 marked the dimension of the waters. This dimension here, 16, was the dimension that he falls. Lateral safe into dimension 15. And in the first part, here they come back to this dimension. So if he escaped the other dimensions, means that he chose wisely. So you have to read the chapter to be the wise decision, will be the not wise decision. The first has a symbol of a clover, the second has a symbol of two birds, and then though the third doesn't have any symbol. They have to choose the crystal here. Here, the clover, the first crystal means the luck dimension, and the third that seen represent this dimension. The second doesn't mean to explain here because the second is already knowing it. If the second symbol are two birds, it means the dimensional awakening. It is not necessary to follow. Chapter 7, dark, the dimension of emptiness or darkness. Even being the blackbird, Wallace don't feel well in this dimension because his darkness is different. The darkness of Wallace comes from his love to Lena and the fact that he is willing to make any sacrifice for her. So his darkness is not empty or evil, but this dimension is formed by the lack of all. Chapter 8, demolition, the dimension of destruction. This dimension of destruction, they see a vision in Laia, the dimension of the futures. So here has some of the dialogues are the same because the vision is the same, but they choose differently. The more explained the dimension here is a little big, and here we will cross the one on the left. The doors cross because they cross the right one and go back to play in the vision, so they cross the left. By crossing the door, Lina was got surprised for what they saw. Chapter 9, they arrive at the Golden Forest. They surprised by finding they arrive at the Golden Forest. If you know who surprised and how to save the Golden Forest and the play in Gales, you have to read the book. Wantes do because do has a conjugation, special conjugation. Wantes do that we live in Gales or in play. I will be happy in place for us together. This dialogue is after they save the deity. More dialogues here. This version have more dialogues and more. The message here, the end of the story. The message here: the true love overcomes any adversity and lasts eternally. End. Final consideration: the main function of the story, The Golden Forest, is to show the people the values of pure and true love, a fantasy romance for all ages. Lena and Wallace have many spiritual values that are common to many religions, like honesty, love without expecting something in return, friendship, trust, strength in face adversities, and mainly the kindness and purity spirits. I hope they like the story. As the author, I am very happy to conclude the saga of Lena and Wallace, giving them the final that they earned in their trajectory. In English version, I carefully translate choosing word by word, so they are some small changes. I have some small changes in English because my English is B2, so some words that I use in Portuguese I don't know English, so I switch for other words that I know. I choose to use all English pronouns mainly to make clear what pronoun that I use in his correspondence in Portuguese. When I use do, some people pronounce thou, but I pronounce do for because it remembers the do from German. I mean the second person singular, tu, in Portuguese, because do has only the meaning of tu in Portuguese. The conjugation normally adds st, so you had to becomes do has, exception is do are, you are to was, and do has, you have to was. Actually, you can learn that by reading the King James Bible or the books of William Shakespeare, Romeo and Juliet, in original text, no the when I use ye, I mean second person plural, was, because ye is only was. And I use the same conjugation you, ye, are, you are, vos sois. That's because when I use you, we don't have clearly one is to and one is was. So it's here, so make clear. It make clear that I don't use third person, the third pronoun, because some people in Brazil translate you for the third person form of cortes. So the third person, sometimes I use conjugation chantage, old conjugation chantage the nowadays one. The nowadays one add s, and the old one add t here. This expression. So he had and he has is the same. So I use this on to make sense with original Portuguese we use classicals tu and vos. This is a good story and a cool way to learn spiritual values while reading a fantasy romance. I use history instead of story. I use history instead of story because I believe in my history. As real in my heart. So if I believe in it, that makes real for me. So that story is real for me because I read the William Menezes Freitas ainda depende alto em manter o blog Conexão com o TV Interior e na Divine Connection no blogspot.com. More information can be found in the blog and post about me. And the index. The cover here, epilogue here. So this book is the English version of Floresta Dourada. This story to show people the real character of the love, the true love, thanking the other first, risking your life to save the others. No, the love that people think today only care by desire. So, but the love here, the Jesus talk, Siddhartha talk, and many religions talk this kind of love. Love is like a friendship, but also put the necessity of the others first. So, it's a story for children, for babies, for teenagers, for adults, and for elders. Doesn't have ages. So, it's a cool story. Lina and Wallace are the good character. You can make the same people. Some people call them God, but I think this is a good example. They are a good example, and it doesn't have a villain because the guardian stuff don't are villains. They are obstacles. They until help them, but the obstacle they have to pass to in order to become awake their power. So the obstacles to grow around. So you can search about me on my LinkedIn. You can see my grade on Bachelor of Law and the other course. You can see my certification B2 English by FSET. Also, you can see that I have 34 publications at the time. And also, you can visit my blog, search about me on the box. And also the blog has more than 100, I think 102 or 103 posts at the time of this video. And it is also cool. The blog has many free content. And actually, I don't worry about the articles only earned by the books. It has some videos, has some help to learn English. Some videos that I use to help people to learn language. Some links to watch sent movies on high play. It needs Italian VPN, but it has some many cool things on the blog. You can search my name on Amazon, William Menezes Freitas, Amazon.com, Amazon.com .uk, Amazon.s, and other Amazon around the world. My books are actually, I saw them on eBay, some of them. I saw some of them on Walmart, Book Depository, Saxo, Take a Lot, uh, and many sites around there, around the world. I don't remember all, but if you I put some of the sites that I found on my blog in my books worldwide post. You can search my books worldwide, insert the post as the title, and also you can search the post find book price. Right? They have some engines to search for book while selling books. As you set your country, put my name, William S. Freitas, or you search the providers of the book for your own country. Well, thanks for watching. If you want to subscribe here, I have a little subscribers number, but actually this I use to be honest to platform to upload the video, and I'm back to the blog. So if you want to follow the blog in blogspot.com, you can check my work, and also you can add me on vk.com by William 39. Thanks for watching, and I desire that you be a good person, and inspire this book inspire you to be the good, and be an example for you, for thou, or thou, how you prefer. So thanks for watching, and